This is Yvonne here today, and I'm having so much fun, guys, getting this page ready. It's kind of like scrapbooking slash, I'm going to put it in a frame and decorate my room. You could put it in your kitchen in this particular layout. But to start off, I'll tell you what I've used. I've used a 12 by 12. That's an 80-pound, no, that's a 65-pound cardstock, which is a bit of a cream. And here I used a piece of cardstock that comes in from DCWV, and it's the gilded paper. I took a sheet off of that inside there, and then I cut it down from 11-11 because this is 12 by 12, so this is 11 by 11. I wanted to give a little bit of look to it. And then I went and I got sort of like this, I don't know what color this is, but it's like well, let me see if I can get it out of my marker here. It's called Lost Lagoon, I guess. So I cut, out of these, I cut 4, and the base, the background is 3 by 3, and the white here is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I did 4. All the squares, all the 9 squares are 3 by 3, layered on top with these images, which are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I did 4 in the turquoise color. And then I did 4, but in a different texture. I wanted some different textures in there. So I had a piece of burlap that looks like this. I cut out a piece, 3 by 3, and then 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I thought that could fit there. And then the latte, I ended up using, what's the name of that paper now? Right here. It's the neutral, corrugated neutrals from DCWV. All right. And I just cut out a square. I ended up choosing this color here. And I cut up a square, 3 by 3, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And for the stamped images, which are, all of them pretty much have stamped images, I've used this coffee and tea set. I've had this for ages, so I really can't tell you where I got it. But this is what I used. But any tea or coffee, if you wanted to do it in this theme, will do. And I also used, to spell out latte, coffee, and such, I used my alphabet large and small script. And again, the Paper Studio, that's where this comes from, and I bet you that's where that comes from too, the other stamp. And I also used, I had only one die cut, the coffee cup, the coffee mug, latte, whichever we want to use it for. I only had one, and I used it also to create this little guy. So the paper that I used behind this is, like I said, the corrugated. Here I used some burlap. And this one here, I used Pebbles by DCWV. It looks like, maybe I can get it close by. Can you see it looks like pebbles there? Let me see what else. There's a color there that would maybe stand out. No, it's pretty much all, but they're all pebble looking. For this one here, and this one here, I had a tight piece of burlap that was, I don't know where that came from. I just had that in my stash, actually. So it's just a piece of burlap that is covered with paper in the back. I believe it came from a paper pack that I had that was all burlap years ago. So anyway, this is what I did. And the colors I used in this, I used the markers, some of my markers that I have in by Stampin' Up. I had earned these one time by hosting a party. So I had earned the whole set. Well, I earned the credit, so then I got the whole set. So the colors that I've used along the way are all in the blue turquoise type of colors, except for tea coffee I use in the browns. And the latte and that I use Momentum Mint to Black Tuxedo for that. And to go all around, create shadows. I don't know if you can see that from where you are, but see if I can. It doesn't show well there, but it does show when you look at it, it gives it a bit of dimension. And what I did, I didn't have any light gray, okay, grayish white. So I used my C1 from my Copics, and I had no issues. I went right over all the letters. Well, we know that Memento ink is good for that. And it didn't spread. I used my water-based colors with the Stampin' Up! And I had no problem. Like latte, I just went over the letters and created some shadows on the bottom and so forth. And it turned out perfect. Just, I love it, love it, love it. So what I'm going to do now, the only thing I have left, guys, is I'm going to take some dimensional tape and I'm going to add it to the back, and I'm going to set this into the frame, and I believe we will have it all finished. So I'll give you a complete finished picture once I'm all done. Holy moly, guys, look at this, how pretty this is. This is going right straight into my kitchen. The picture doesn't do it justice considering what it is. I'm trying to get away from the glare there. But it turned out even better than I expected. It's so fun, so fun. A thing that I forgot to mention is the glue that I used to glue up all these little guys. I used a Nouveau glue for that, and my dimensional tape that I put behind each block is from the dollar store. I think I paid it $2, maybe $1.25, $2. I don't even remember. And this particular frame comes from the dollar store too, and it was $4. So I think I did pretty stinking good to put a wall decoration up for maybe, I don't know, just the paper alone and all that, maybe $5, $6. Anyway, I'm not sure, but this is Yvonne, and I'm going to let you go for now, but you do stick around because there's going to be more fun things I'm going to be making and sharing with you. Have a great day, but most importantly, guys, you be happy.